What's up, folks? Welcome back to the channel. It's Fuzzy here. We're all having an absolutely fantastic day, even whenever you're watching this. Team of the year is here. As you can see on screen, midfielders are currently in packs for another 21 hours, basically, and then we get defenders for 2 days. On Thursday at 6 PM, we should have the entire team in packs. And then 12th man is probably going to be Friday. There was a 12th man vote tonight that came out. Basically, your options are Salah, CR7, or Benzema. So I think Salah was the first one that popped up. So a lot of casuals are just going to flip through and take Salah because it's like literally the first one that comes up. Some will take CR7 because it's highest rated. I think Benzema's been shafted by being put at the far right. Because we know from past voting for like summer heat how people vote. But anyway, that's not what this video is about. Today, we're looking at the best 4-4-2 custom tactics in the game. Now, we'll jump right into them, but I want to just preface this by saying that 4-4-2 is a formation that I've never really got on with that much in FIFA. Like, it's I've been aware of how good it is. I know that a lot of people like using the standard 4-4-2, but we're looking at the second variant today, which has CDMs in it. And what I kind of want to focus on is the different pros and cons and how it's been working for me. I'm currently 12-3 champs right now. There's 5 games left. 14 wins is my best finish yet. So it looks like we should get that unless we absolutely bottle it. We need 2 wins from 5. That should get that in. And the team's been playing real nice. I can't lie. It's been interesting. There is one major downside with the formation that you can overcome if you're aware of it, and we're going to make you aware of it. And then it has lots of pros. So we're going to jump into it now. This is the team we've been using to test it with. Which is a little bit different because obviously it's a 4-4-2 and we technically have 3 centre mids here, but I've been making it work, which also then shows how versatile I think the formation is. So we'll try and tear through it here. So it's my ultra attacking formation, which doesn't make anything in the grand scheme of things. For those new to this, like, these don't matter. You could play your most attacking one on ultra defensive. It's literally just a naming system EA have. So press after possession loss, been my favourite by far in the past month and a half. You guys know that if you're watching the videos. 75 depth. We've been trying higher depth, and I like it. I like it a lot. I find that once I go below, say 65 now, I kind of have a point where I feel like I'm letting people put too much pressure on me. I find like above that 70 point, kind of between 70 and 80 is a sweet spot. I've won 75, I think, for the past 2 videos now. It just works well. 45 width for this formation, obviously. It's a 4-4-2. You can see how it kind of lines up there. Obviously, you've got the defensive midfielders, so they sit that a little bit deeper. So you don't want your wide men to be too wide, because then that creates, like, basically if you played like 80 width here, your right mid and left mid are far too disconnected from what's going on. So 45, keep it nice and same. I like having the same on the defense and the offense. Fast build up and direct passing, probably my favorite combination this year, especially when paired with the press after possession loss. This is what makes this formation so good sometimes, but it's also where the issue is, and we'll get there when we have the instructions for the player. So 4 players in box, 1 on corners and free kicks. You guys know why. We need those corner glitches, and obviously it sort of stops the counter attacks, and in most cases you're better off just playing bloody short anyway. It is what it is. This is how I line up in game. For a while I was playing it like this. So Leal was wide and Hussein Mawar was striker. But I made the change. After I made the change, the team played even better. It's worked well personnel wise. So I think you really want to either have 2 out and out strikers, or someone like a setup like this where you have a winger and a striker. Hussein Mawar plays well in right mid, but you probably want someone like Vinicius Jr., Felipe Anderson. Like, you want a proper winger that's like above that like 90-92 pace minimum mark now. Awar, however, would work well in the centre mid spots, which we'll look at in a second. But that's the lineup, nothing too different, too crazy. But we'll go over the first 3. Keeper's balanced, nothing to say about this. Note, 84 Lafont, unbelievable keeper for me so far. One of my games in champs, he absolutely saved me. He just made so many bullshit saves that kept me in the game in the first half. Then I got a rage quit in the second half from scoring not. So he's been really good. If you want to, I don't know how cheap he is now because he's an 84 rated inform. If you've got him as a red pick, try him out. He's probably expensive now with how many informs to need it. Centre backs, they're fully default. Full backs are just over up. Nothing special here. And I don't find them venturing forward too much, but they definitely do make runs when I need. There has been an update in the recent patch where your fullbacks sit a little bit tighter to the centre backs now. Obviously, it helps defending through balls and it makes defending a bit easier. And I think it's what pairs nicely with this formation. Before, when they didn't sit as deep, you could get penetrated by through balls a lot in any form of the 4-4-2. Like, it was the big downside of it. It offered so much, but like, you're just screwed for through balls. This has helped improve it as long as some of the instructions. So We'll go with the more defensive. Obviously, we've got Barella and Uribe, like two box-to-box players. You could play Barella and Aouar. You can play someone like Kante here. There's no issue with that. His team of the year can pass, not so much as goal card. I would say you can play like a medium-high or a medium player who's really defensive-minded if they can pass. So Barella here is going to be man mark, drop between defenders, and cover centre. So with the fullbacks being on overlap, this drop between pushes them up a little bit too. So whenever my wingers are actually getting forward, I then have that additional support and cover from the fullbacks pushing up. I really like this 86 Barella here. Like, if I get the coins for his headliners, I will be picking it up. But if you're on a budget, 86 Barella was 38k when I bought him. Might not be now, obviously, because of the requirement for informs, but he's really good. He can make the passes. Like, I didn't get gameplay because I was away this weekend. I've been smashing through the games Sunday night and like on my lunch break and stuff today. Barella has been making some absolutely stellar balls to the left mid or right mid, which I think I'm planning to do custom videos like this, custom tactics videos like this, and then probably like an in-depth one later in the week with lots of gameplay, just so you guys can get the two different spectrums. But yeah, Barella, fantastic for that. Uribe plays beside him on cut passing lanes and get forward, and this is because this is the formation where there's two DMs. Like, for example, this is the normal one that you're looking at now, and then to the right you can just see like well, it changes ignore that it changes the personnel. The center mid's in the normal one, the second variant's got CDMs. If Uribe isn't on get forward, the formation does not work for me. Because there's just too much of a gap, and there's something we do on the strikers to help that gap, to create a bit of unison in the middle of the pitch. This can work if you want to play like really drop back counter-attack football. It can work. I wouldn't recommend it, but this combination works really well in the center mid spot. Basically, if you had like say team of the year Kante and like a De Bruyne or anything like that on this, like it works as well. So defensive minded player on the left, then you want a box to box who you can rely on finishing. The rely on finishing is huge here. I only got this Uribe recently, and he is a fantastic box to box. I've got used to how he shoots and scores. Outside of the foot shot is cracked. But a couple of times he let me down finishing. I bring Modric on in like the 70th minute, and Modric would be scoring those goals. So just be aware you want a player that can finish there. Now, the right mid and left mid are on the same instructions. They're both on cut inside, get in behind, and get into the box for cross. Now, this is what works so well when Barella's there, because obviously Barella's dropped deep. He's sitting between and kind of between and in front of the centre backs. So then all of a sudden you've got like your right mid and left mid with the. Because when Barella drops in, Darmian, Delay, my right back and left back, they push up that little bit and out. Then also with the instructions for getting behind and cut inside, Politano, your right mid and left mid, are automatic getting up a little bit as well. But what you'll find is if you play co-op, which I would recommend doing anyway because you can see more of the pitch, you will see your right mid and left mid make some absolutely tremendous runs right now. And this is because, and I think it's because, with how you can't risk playing too wide of depth because you'll still get hit with through balls centrally. But with the fullbacks sitting in deeper, like tighter into the centre backs, whenever you have players like this on getting behind, although I have them on get cut inside, they kind of make the run around the fullback and then cut inside is what I found. So really weird how it's working right now, but it works an absolute treat. Those fullbacks are sitting tighter to the centre mids. You just get some absolutely pinging balls. That's why you need someone that can pass. Absolutely tears them apart. I wish I had clips, guys. I apologise for that. We will have to get more clips in the future because it is just such a penetrating run. Works fantastic. Like I say, probably want a winger right here rather than Aouar, but he's done the job for me. Striker wise, your left striker is going to be on stay forward and false 9. Again, this is to try and fix the gap. If you don't like false 9, you can try just leaving it unbalanced. But I find, although I don't like how deep players come on false 9 this year, it definitely is needed in this formation. A lot of the time, Bilal was dropping into the middle for me. Uribe's then making the run, getting forward, and then got Politano and Aouar making runs, and then Muriel's there for the support. Helps the triangles, like just through balls, over the top balls. It helps an absolute lot. Leal's long passing isn't great. The same goes for Muriel, so I'm kind of stuck here. But if you can get... I did try Aouar here as well, but I will note you want someone with cracked pace because they will get through on like through ball sometimes. If you can deal with low long passing, good. But if you can get someone, I'm trying to think, like team of the year Lewandowski, for example. If you have him here playing false 9, you're gonna have fun. Like you will just have fun, guys. Trust me. And then finally, it's stay central, stay forward, getting behind from Uriel. This man's been bagging goals for me in this formation. He is Obviously, Leao's going to be dropping deep. Politano are making runs, all this good stuff. This is where you have your striker that you can rely on. Like, Muriel isn't like 100% there. Like, I'd say like I have like 97% confident that when I get through on goal with Muriel, he's scoring. There is that odd time, like couple shots out of the 100 that just won't go in when I think they should. But that's my setup. That's the tactics. I think they work a treat. I'm going to play my last 5 games now. Hopefully get the 14 wins, get some nice rewards, see if someone will pack their team of the year. Keep in mind, guys, the Twitch Prime Pack is out right now. I'm going to make a video showing how you can claim it tomorrow. And what I will say is, save it for the entire team, or the entire team and 12th man being out. Tomorrow when I do it, I'm probably going to open it there and then just to show you guys for the content, and hopefully I pack a midfielder, but it is unlikely. But I would save them. But that's the video. If you did enjoy it, please do leave a thumbs up rating. It's greatly appreciated. It helps the channel out, it helps with the algorithm, all that good stuff. If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button. You know, just help me try and get 1,000 subs. Helps me on my journey for the partner program on YouTube. And yeah, that's me. Hope you guys enjoyed them. Let me know in the comments down below what you think, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. We should have back to back uploads this week. Get back in the flow of things, so we'll see you in those, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.